Dalvin, it's good to see you, man. It's always good to see you.
Stand up with you.
I appreciate you being patient while we were chatting with
Yeah.
Patrick as well. So you've been around this new group of coaches, new offense for a while now. What stands out to you? If you had to say, here's the biggest difference in terms of what I think our offensive approach, what we want to be compared to maybe what we've been in the past, what stands out?
Well, not comparing anything, to the past, but the understanding of what we're trying to get done, it's clear of how we're trying to attack and what we're trying to get done as a whole. It's understood as a group, and I think that's big in today's game of the players understanding why we're trying to do this and why we're trying to accomplish this and how we're trying to attack people. And that makes people play faster, in my opinion.
Is that because of really good communication? Why has that been conveyed as quickly as it has to your satisfaction?
Yeah, it's definitely been the communication part. I think KO and the whole coaching staff, everybody he brought in, does that well. I think that's one of the better traits that we have as a group and as a whole, as a coaching staff. They get everything clear to us, and we understand the assignment, and we just go out and do what we need to do on the physical part.
We make the assumption, because he comes from the Rams, and the Rams obviously like to throw, that, okay, what's that mean for Dalvin's role? You're a guy who's always been versatile. You've always been willing and able to catch passes as well. So do you have a handle on how much how much has changed for you as a guy who is used to being a really focal point of this offense?
Still, just being me. I think the ball still's got to come in my hands, and that's however it comes in my hand. I'm just willing to win at this point. Whatever it is, but I think today's offense, you got to run the football. However many times it is. But like me, I'm just ready to win. I'm just ready to get a championship back to Minnesota. However we get it done. Nobody knows how we're gonna get it done until week 1, 2, and 3,
Sure.
until it presents itself. So, we just grinding right now, and I'm having fun with the game.
So your concern isn't necessarily how often you touch the ball. It's that you do touch it in key situations and make a difference that way. Is that what matters to you more than the number of times you carry it?
Yeah, the number don't matter to me, man. I know what I mean to this team. This team means a lot to me. I just wanna contribute as much as I can to this team, whatever my role is. I have fun with these guys, a fun group of guys, fun group of coaches, and I'm just having fun.
Dalvin Cook is our guest. I have to believe, too, you're a competitive guy, and you mentioned you want to win, and that hasn't happened the last couple of years. That's got to get old. I assume that's a big part of it. That wasn't fun if you're about the kind of success that you're talking about, which isn't just individual success, but team success, right?
Yeah, we had our ups and downs. We had some years where we got in the playoffs and did some things, made some excitement. But we're trying to sustain that success. We're trying to be up there and be up there for good. And I think that's the culture and that's the mindset that we're trying to set around here now. And we can't just talk about it. We gotta go put it on the grass, and that takes the meeting room, that takes training camp, and that takes a collective group. So we just gotta go get it done.
How do you feel physically?
I feel great.
Feel good?
Yeah, man. I think we got one of the best training staffs and recovery people in the game right now. Shout out to Tyler, Uriah, Amanda, all them, Aubrey, everybody that's in the training room. It's a great group we got. Our strength and conditioning coach, Keys, Josh, all them, they do a great job of putting us in position to go out and just compete. Don't worry about the other side. They take care of that for us.
You've had obviously some bad luck when it comes to some injuries. I assume you can't let that creep into your head, right? In terms of looking forward, you just have to go out and play. Or is it back there? Because, you've had some bad breaks.
I don't say I had bad luck. I won't say that. I feel like I got good luck. I'm in a great position in my life. I'm a lucky young man, blessed young man. So I wouldn't say bad luck. Guys had it worse. I'm just looking forward to play some games with my team. Just looking forward to be out there all year.
The assumption is everybody's talking about the relationship between the head coach and number 8, your quarterback. What do you observe of that? Is it different than it's been in the past? Is that an important part of you think of getting the very best out of the QB? What do you make of what you've seen?
I feel like they got a great relationship. Obviously they was with each other back in Washington.
Yeah.
So some of that stuff carried over. The relationship obviously is there with those two. I never look backwards. I always look forward. And I feel like we're in a great spot as a team. I feel like 8 is in a great spot, leading this team. And we just got to follow 8 lead and go out there and compete.
I asked Patrick this: when there's a complete staff change, in this case a general manager's change as well. A lot of times it's teams that are viewed as, well, they got to sort of start over, or it's going to take a long time for them to get to that place where they're competing in playoffs and maybe even making a run. There seems to be enough talent on this team where you guys that don't have to think of it that way. Do you view it as, no, we've got to make the playoffs? Our goal is to make the playoffs this year, not just to get better than we were, even with a new staff, but to hit the ground running and have that in you. Do you feel like you have that in you?
Yeah, knowing the guys we got in the locker room, I wouldn't care who our coach was. We love KO to death, and we're glad he's our coach. But that's why KO took this job. He see the competitors we got in this locker room. He see the guys that every day we come out, we ready to compete no matter what. So I feel like we got the guys to go out and compete right now. We always felt like that. We just fell short a couple of times. So just having those awareness of games and situations we could go win it and put it away. We got to get better in those situations. And, last year we won a bunch of games by 1 score.
Yeah.
So it's right there. We just gotta go finish the deal, man. We got the guys in the locker room that's ready to go compete, and we got a head coach that's ready to back us no matter what. So we just gotta go do it.
In the off season, what do you do? There's stuff, workouts seems like almost all the time, but what do you do when you're trying to get away? What does get away mean for Dalvin Cook?
I'm from Miami, so that's the getaway. When it's a long season, so when the season's over, you kind of give yourself that mental break, that physical and mental break of just stepping back from ball, and that means go spend time with your family, go kick back on the water, just chill and just have some family time, man. And I'm just blessed to have a big family that cares about my mental, and that's important in today's society. Your mental,
Definitely.
Everybody, check on your family and check on your loved ones, and my family do that, so I appreciate them for that. But me, I just kick back and go on the beach and sit by the pool or something and relax, man. Play some video games with Jefferson and just chill, man. That's just me, man. I'm a chill guy, man.
Last item, you mentioned Justin. He made some headlines a couple weeks ago, basically saying, "Look, Devontae's the best receiver, but by the end of this season, I think it's going to be me." It's a sign of his confidence, obviously. Do you like that kind of confidence, or do you ever worry that, okay, then it puts a target on backs, and because other players read that stuff and they pay attention to that thing? What did you make of all that? I
don't think his target can get no bigger than what it is. I don't think it can get no bigger, but when you see Justin work, you see the way he carry himself. From day one when he came into this thing, I said he's going to be a superstar. He came in like he was a pro already, like he's been in the league already. And his hard work, man, you can't I'm with him 1,000%. The way he works, he backs it. The way he comes in the meets and studies, the way he do everything, man. He's a complete pro on and off the field, and he's only getting better, man. He's a young player in this league. He's a superstar growing up right in our face, and I'm behind him 100%, because he works his tail off.
Pleasure to chat with you as always, man. Thanks for giving us
Appreciate
the time. Much appreciated. Good
Always.
luck this season. Hope you do stay healthy. I hope it's a hell of a run, because I know
Yeah.
that's what you guys are looking for.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.